Alrighty, let's get this going. Alright. Grab the daily stuff. Daily purchase there. Another 180 there. Alright, let's see if this is still bugged. Yep, still bugged. Alright. So, let's see here. Adventure. Go ahead and clear the arena thing. Okay. Heroes deployed. Alright. let's grab Ava's gear. All right. All right, let's get the phone on the charger and continue on with the day. Is this an artist wanting to be my friend? Any hot single artist in your DMs? Let's see here. Member since April 27th, 2025. Yeah, we're going to say that that is probably somebody fishing for sales. You know, I was just talking about you last night, Breezer. Literally was just talking about you last night. Yeah. I was talking with Ace last night, talking about how it'd be fun as shit to bring you into Boober Squad. And have you play Battlefield with us at the random shit that would come out of your mouth. Oh, man. Because, I mean, we had some fun times on Battlefields. So, yeah. That's what I said. It'd be fun. Because I was telling him about how, because we were trying to figure out the which Battlefield had the simulator where you could go in and play it, and I said it was 4 because I tried to take you into 4 to go play it one day, and we kept getting immediately kicked from the servers, so we couldn't actually end up playing the game. Hello there, how's it going, Power Goku? Hello there. Good morning, afternoon, evening. I said it'd be fun to take you into Battlefield. Alrighty. It is pain. Yeah. Pain. I only know pain. Alright. Let's go take a look at the base and see what's going on there. Supply module. Sure, why not? Everything else can go fuck itself. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a discount. We'll take that. Everything else can go fuck itself. Alright, so I'm into diamond tier. Okay, anti-particle bullshit. Receive those awards. Alright, let's get our dailies out of the way, and then we're gonna sit and chill and probably till we beat Tower today. As long as we got time. What? You impotent? Challenges. Alright. Level me, please. Please level these nuts. Just found a cool mod in Minecraft, so I'm just playing that right now. Bro, you live on Steve's nuts. Got him. Shit. Hello there. How's it going? How are you doing today? Welcome in. We like new people. New people are great. I'm not new here. I'm actually quite crusty at this point. Between the salt and the tears, I don't know which one's I don't know which one is worse. Let's see. Alright, so back to the daily struggle of figuring out who the frick I'm leveling up next. Alright, let's go. Let's jump over to heroes and find out who needs it. I can assume that most of these top ones aren't going to need it. So, let's see who is transcended and who is not. Not needing her. She's already done. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. I might level you up. Don't need you. I'm gonna use a ticket on her. Don't need her. Dolly and Tio could use it. Marin could use it. Hilda could use it. Damn, Steve's nuts, though. I live on Uranus. The planet, obviously. Obviously! Why would you live on my anus? Dahlia. Maxwell's OP. Valid. PvP bullshit. We're not leveling her up till she's got an English voice. Like, fully investing into her. I'll get her to level 100, because every unit gets level 100 on my account at some point. I'm just not spending other currencies. Well, I guess if I don't level Hilda and I go do Diane, that's... Or not Diane, but Delta, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. So, let's go grab Dark. I started playing this new game and still a bit confused about some things. Cool, well, what can we help you get unconfused about? What can we help you get unconfused about? Because I can help with clarity. For the most part. Alright. Let's, skip this and bring it on in. Sweep. Yay! Alright, doppelganger for today is going to be... Yep, we're going to do it this way. And spend another 10. And we're going to go grab Nella. Good morning. How's it going? About duping and getting important heroes first. Great! You came to the right place where you're not going to walk away with misinformation. Alright, so not only do I have a 50-minute video on this, so feel free to check that out at any point in time. If I'm never online, that's going to help you out. While I'm online and I'm able to help out, welcome to hell. Okay, so let's actually talk to you about this for a minute. So, I'm going to give this to you in the easiest way to understand. A lot of gacha games, the biggest thing is we got to max shit out, okay? We got to get it absolutely max level. That's like gacha 101. However, in Outerplane, that mentality is not necessary. A game where that matters would be like, let's say, Uma Musume, with the 5-star cards over there, getting those fully leveled up. Yeah, absolutely, you gotta do that type of stuff there. That is important, because that directly affects how the Umas actually perform. Like, if you're gonna try to build the most cracked Uma for PvP, you've gotta have those stats, because you gotta be getting the max rolls as often as possible. However, here in Outerplane, the game is completely balanced around 3-star units. Now, while you're going to see some very blasphemous stuff, because obviously I have a 6-star here, we have 4 stars here, we have a 6-star here, I have almost a whole row of 5 and 6 stars here. Ignore this. I am a day 1 player. I've been playing on and off for a long time. The game is balanced around that. Let's talk about some of the transcendent stuff here and show you what we mean by getting dupes. Outerplane is more important to collect the unit than dupe the unit, by all means. We'll come over here to Ame and kind of give you a way to look at this. You also have to understand that there are, let's say, 3 types of units in the game. You have normal units, which go in the custom recruit banner down at the bottom that you can summon all those tickets on and pull for, and change off for as many different characters as you want to collect. That's the gotta go catch 'em all banner. However, there is not 2 types of units in that banner. The Demiurge, Gnosis units, and limited units. Now, under Demiurge units, we will say there's 2 categories, limited and not limited. Or what we'll say premium and not premium, or however we want to call it. I don't really know which is the best way to call it, but there's 2 subcategories on it. So ones that are permanently around and ones that are only around for a limited time. But we're going to call them that. And then there's true limited units / seasonal. Alright? So, Ame is a normal unit. She's something you can get at any point in time in the game. There's nothing special about her other than the fact she's carrying an umbrella and she'll beat your ass with it. Now, the way Transcendence works here, or the duplicate system, is for every 150 shards, you get to go up a star, and because they decided to make this look more appealing and put some breaks in between. Originally, this used to be just 3 through 6 stars. There was no plus or plus 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 or XY hugs and kisses bullshit. It was just 4, 5, 6. But they decided that people were too much of a pussy, and they decided to add these to help make the incremental growth better for you. But originally, it was still the exact same cost. The cost between going from 4 to 5 was still 300 shards. But they added in this plus to add a break to make it incrementally grow up. But the only 3 things you're going to get is the Burst 3 effect. There are 3 stages of bursts. You have the Burst 1, which is the native that comes with the unit no matter what. If it's a 2-star unit, It does not have a burst 2. You have to 3-star it to get its burst 2, and then at 5 stars you get its burst 3. These incrementally do different things depending on the character. Everybody's burst 2 and 3s are different. Not everybody has the same thing. And these bursts require action points, which is why you see some of the stuff like over here at the bottom that says 25 action points at the start of the battle. This will help activate those types of bursts faster. But on normal units, they don't really have a lot of crazy cool tech to them. It's just, here's some stats, a weakness passive, or chain passive weakness gauge damage, which is, there is a bar that says WG next to it, and the more you chip that away, the more you get them into a break state. So this adds 1 more damage to that bar when the unit attacks. The burst 3 is just a skill damage multiplier to the burst thing that does special tech. We'll show you that in just a second. Then down here, you've got ally team, crit chance, and plus 25 action points for completely 6-starring her. What does all that mean? Literally nothing to you. Because these units don't necessarily need that to function. What this basically would mean is if you had her 6-star, you would get 6 crit chance to your team. So if your team isn't perfectly 100% crit, your 50-50 crit is better, or if you actually go need to hit 100%, she will help push that character over it, and then you unlock the bursts. So now, what is a burst? Real quick, we pop over here to her skill notified by the B, and when we hit the effect, it will do, let me move my fat ass head out of the way for you, and this will make this easier. So the level 1 burst, which is always available, will attack all additional attack effects applied, so anything that her skill does will apply that. Level 2 increases the damage, and level 3 will increase the penetration. Why this is why we don't really go talk about duping characters, is because most of the normal summonable units this is kind of mediocre for. Yes, some of them can help and some of them don't. But this is just a random example, but if we go to any other normal 3-star unit, they all will have this very same tech idea in how they work here. Asti is a 5++ unit. I don't have her 6-star yet because I just stopped going after her currency for whatever at some point in time. But if I go get another 97 dupes, yeah, those are being held up by the thoughts and prayers of her nipple rings. Same thing applies here. She's got some random stats, weakness gauge, burst 3. There's nothing special. All right, now let's go talk about limited units. Because now this is the next step up in types of rarities. So if we go look at a limited unit, these are the seasonal, summer, whatever units you want to have. As a good example here is Poolside Regina. Regina will go over here, and we notice that she's got some different stuff. Slightly different. They change it because her 3-star is 30 accuracy, chain passive damage, level 3. Now notice this. Before we go down and look at the very bottom, 6-star stat. The action points are now at 5 stars. Because there's a reason for it. Because now being a limited unit, that means there is something on the 6-star that is going to be a little more broken than normal because she is a limited unit. 65% crit chance. Bruh. So that means over half of what you need is added into her kit already. So you can now focus more damage. Not only that, 20% priority when the target is not granted a buff before attacking. So if it doesn't have a buff, 20% priority boost. So this makes this far more appealing to have to push up because of stat building. But could you play this game completely and 100% without that? Absolutely. This unit would still be absolutely disgusting and broken if you were using it at 3-star or 6-star. This just helps out gearing quite a bit. But the cost from here to here is 900 shards. And on limited units, you have to pull quite a lot for them to guarantee their 6 stars. Now, obviously, luck can play into this, but in this case, you have stuff like that. Now, let's take you over to a Demiurge unit. So a normal standard Demiurge unit would be something like Stella. This was the first and probably one of the more disgusting demiurges to ever be released until Luna showed up. But yeah, I was there during the craze of when this was originally released. Now let's look at her transcendence. So there are 2 types of demiurge units. This is one that is always available. You can always pull for her. So she's got her burst 2, which everybody will have. Then 4-star is where we start getting a little crazier with the demiurge units. These are the step above your normal summonable units that are in the game, because they have a little extra stuff in their kits, in their passives, in their skills. These are the kind of above units. Doesn't mean they're better, it just means they're different and they can do different stuff. So here she gives your ally team 10% defense, passive, action points, and then down here, 1 turn barrier at the start of the turn, target's health, proportional to the target's health. Check out some of your other videos. This is kind of interesting so far. It really is. When you actually dig deep into this, you start learning there's a lot more under the hood. Do you need this unit 6-star to make her disgusting? No. You could use her completely at this, and she's awesome. Because everything about her kit is actually her kit. If we go to Heroes, and we look at her kit, everything about her belongs to this passive here. The big thing is she can't be stunned, she can't be frozen, she can't be petrified, and priority reduction. Meaning she will always be available. She can trigger revenge, increases her priority. She's a damage per HP person. She uses mostly her skill 1, and then when you've earned up enough of the desire to dominate, you get to drop this big ass skill on them and absolutely wreck face. So, and it also can petrify for 1 turn, which is pretty cool. But let's show you a newer version of this, just so that you can see they do power creep normal demiurge units. And her burst 3 makes her take an extra turn. Yeah. So we look at this, and we have, you know, she's got quite a complex kit, so let's just leave it at that. But, and 2 massive reasons to pull her. But let's look at her transcend right here. So, this is where grotesque power creep really starts creeping in, is when you do stuff like this. 4-star gives her 50% crit damage. Damn. And crit chance for the team is whatever, weakness gauge is whatever. Because again, she is a more expensive unit, the burst 3 unlocks and they move the action points up to 5-star. Then they give you the 6-star. Now, here's the thing you need to know, and this is where the people unfortunately fail the test. The litmus test for brain cells is, this is PvP tech, not PvE tech. If you actually need this, you're going up against whales, and if you don't have the gear, this means nothing. That 100% damage of nothing is still nothing. But yes, on her 6-star, if you do manage to pull it, it's 30% more penetration, and the skill, the Moonlight Heralding Dawn's damage is increased by 100%. Again, this is 900 shards, and she costs a fortune to level up. So let's go look at that skill right here. So it's her skill 3. So this will do 100% more damage if you have her 6-star. But again, not having the gear means she does no damage. So, now let's talk to you about a premium demi unit. So now this is where theoretically you don't even need to 4-star. 3-star is just fine. Because I'm going to explain this to you on this unit right here is why this matters. Luna and Stella are always in the game. They will forever and always be in the game. Gnosis Dahlia is a premium limited unit. This is a unit that is not always in the game. Now, this is not a seasonal character. This is not a normal limited character. This is what you would classify as the limited demiurge unit. And here's how you can tell. Dahlia has, on her 4, has when Terminal Winter defeats an enemy, reduces cooldown of Terminal Winter by 2 turns. Increases the critical damage for your team. Cool. Then she gives you 50 points at the start of the battle on her 5-star. And then down here at 6-star, always granted Hubris Dominion. When defeating an enemy, recovers health by 10%. So then what this is saying is when you 6-star her, you get Hubris' Dominion, which is increases damage dealt to enemies and enhances skills, certain skill effects, irremovable. So that is always up if you 6-star her. This unit is far harder to get in the game. So this is only up for a certain amount of weeks, and then it's gone for a very long time. So, as a player who is wanting to collect powerful units, it is ill-advised to ever go deeply spending and chasing the demiurges that are currently and always in the game. No matter how cool no matter how cool the skill effects and stuff are of a kit, it's not what you want. Dude, I'm not trying to sell a unit here. I'm just trying to explain the basics to a brand new player. They don't give a shit about passives and stuff right now. It's the idea of explaining that these types of limited units are more valuable than a 6-star Luna right now, is because these cannot be pulled. I can go at any point in time and waste my Aether on a I can come in here right now, and if I want to spend my currency down to 0, I could pull, off of this banner, the Gnosis banner, or the Demiurge recruitment, where Luna and all of the current Demiurges revolve, and are summoned in here. Or I wait until true limited premium units, because there's 2 types, as I said. Summer, you have the summer seasonal type of limited unit, which is this. Or I wait till the true limited units show up and then invest my Aether into those. These units are more seasonal, subjective, can be good, different, but I would rather spend my Aether into the much rarer types of units, because this Aether is limited and it is a lot harder to get. Yes, you can whale. Yes. That's kind of what we're trying to say. I'm really glad I watched your stream before doing my polls. And some people were not. I know some people who 6-starred about a handful of units, blew all of their tickets trying to do it. And I'm going, that's painful. So, it's not saying that exactly Gnosis Nella is better than, or Gnosis Dahlia is better than Luna, or Dahlia is better than Luna, or anything like that. We're not saying that they are truly better, quote unquote. It's that they are harder to do, and if you need the tech from them, because Gnosis Nella is another one of those, a limited that you cannot get, you need to have the ability to try to chase these if you want to be competitive. If you don't want to be competitive, you don't ever need to go past 4-star on any of these units. To be real, if you're not going to be competitive and want to just hang out and do PvE stuff and mess around with cool units, 4 stars as far as you ever got them. Now, here's the cool part about it when it comes down to normal units in the game. So as I said, it looks blasphemous when you look at my character box. You see 6-star, you see 4 stars, you see 6 stars, 6-star, 6-star, 5-star, 4.5 or 5-star or 4.5 star, 4-star. That one's 6-star behind me. You can't see her, but it looks blasphemous. Now let me show you why I'm not actually just talking out of my ass on this. So yes, you can come down here to the custom recruit. Also, just as an FYI, normal recruitment banners you never need to pull on. These will always, this is where you would pull a new unit. So if they release a new non-standard unit, it would be here. Notice my tickets, most of those are from the event. Don't assume that I had those. Those are mostly from the 1,000 they gave away. Also, the 250 pity tickets. Again, this shows you I'm not pulling on banners that often because this exists. The custom recruit allows you to come in here and select units, and you can summon all the normal Sunroll units off of this. The way I summon off of this banner is I until I got to the point where I only have one unit left on my account that's not been summoned, is Fatal. She's the only unit I have not actually been able to summon. I'm starting to dupe my characters. So Nella and Luna, the normal versions of them, are in here because I am working on currently trying to get their dupes. So as I use my daily pull, if I hit one, great, cool. I'm not going for it. I'm waiting, though, until they add Fran to it, so that I can get her kit. This way I'm more likely to pull one of the two I'm missing over the two that I just need dupes for. Now, you don't even have to pull for dupes for any of these characters. And I'll explain why. Is because of the Doppelganger, which unlocks at Doppelganger unlocks at season 1, episode 6.5. You'll unlock this content here. Now, you can come in here and you can do a couple different methods. You can recruit 2 units of the same time. So if you need to work on 2 light units at once, boom, you can recruit 2 light units at once. You can get 3 shards per clear for per entry, up to 10 entries a day, up to technically 20 entries a day when you refresh. So what I'm doing is I am farming the independent shards for the Nella and Luna right now, until I get them 6-star, because these are 2 of my PvP units. So again, wanting to be more competitive, I am chasing 6 stars, but I'm doing it the long way. I'm not going to pull for them. I'm going to dupe them through Doppelganger. Any unit that I'm going to 6-star that is in the normal pool is going to come from a spook pull where I think it's going to be the main unit and they end up duping instead, because the Demiurge, the Limited, all the banners have the normal characters in it. So if I lose and get one of the other 3 stars, cool, they dupe from that. Or I'm duping them from this. Or I dupe them when I'm chasing another character. But I will not just actively go and mass pull till I 6-star a unit, unless it is a true limited premium unit that is of value, or if it's a collab character or something like that. I would then chase because it is truly limited and it's the only time you can get them. Point in case is if I knew Don Machi was here, I probably would have been playing because my wife is here. Just saying. If you would have told me this was here, I probably would have done some degenerate shit for this game, and I would have summoned far more than I should have. But I would have attempted to 6-star this unit. So, because screw Eyes. Eyes is worst girl. I don't care what y'all say. I'm tired of Eyes Wallenstein. But yeah, I'd have come over and played the Don Machi collab. But these are limited units, and we don't know if they'll ever actually collab with them again. Yesn't. This is the awkward yes and no, it does and doesn't matter. Yes, it matters. No, it doesn't matter. There is certain content where, yes, the elemental advantage 100% matters. There is content where elemental advantage doesn't really matter because it's just, you can blatantly power creep it. You jump into normal story, you never once have to think about elemental advantage for 90% of the stuff. Hard mode, probably you need to think about it, potentially. There are colorblind units for whatever reason. She is a grass unit, but she thinks she is neutral to everything. That's not how grass units works. It's not in her kit anywhere. She's just colorblind. She forgets she's a grass unit. So No is a great character to have. Let me run through real quick before I finish this spiel. Let me just cover the units you don't have to pull for, so that you don't make the mistake of summoning for the wrong units when you start doing your pulls real quick. Challenges. Under special request, there are 6 units you can get for free. You do not have to summon for these. You don't have to summon for Beth. You don't have to summon for Kappa. You don't have to summon for Air. This unit and this unit are going to be two you're going to actually need to clear early game content in the game. So they're given to you for free, and air actually, just so you can see, they will give you most everything you need to build your air. You'll get gear, you'll get gear, you'll get some reforged materials. They give you almost everything you need to do this quest. You only need to get up to, honestly, stage 4, and you can forget stage 5. It's not quite worth this to push. Farming it over time, let it happen. But you don't actually have to push once you get up here. Then, for identification, the weapons side, they're going to give you Laplace for free. They're going to give you the colorblind Noah for free. And they're going to give you Eternal for free. The two you need to chase early on is Eternal and Noah to get them unlocked. And stage 1 unlocks the character right away. You just need to beat the first stage, and you get a character for free. So do not summon those. There are 2 other units you do not want to summon for, because they will be given to you for free pretty close on in the game. And that is going to be Veronica, not in her costume, but they will give you Veronica, I think after beating 2-3 in the game. You get a Veronica. Awesome Water Knight. Great defender. She'll carry you through a lot of stuff when you need to tank and spank. And then they're going to give you, as a new player, somewhere, I think you should have the Meanie event going on right now. They're going to give you this unit at, I think, 4 or 5 stars, or 4+, I can't remember. This unit is for completing all of your daily new player stuff, and then they're going to give you 2 packs. The 2 packs will give you 3 characters over 3 weeks, but it's not worth it. You can pick either one. And because honestly, your summoning tickets, you're probably going to pull them anyway, and you would rather have them now than later. So just add them in as dupes. You're going to get 2 packs to pick 3 light units or 3 dark units. But outside that, everything else is, you won't have to pull Ame, because Ame is in a special recruitment banner where you can infinitely pull till you get her. So call her free at this point. And because the big choice will be between her or Ren, and I say just go ahead and pick her up. You'll be given that, and potentially you should have enough time to do bingo board number 1, which will also give you a free unit, which is where you're going to end up using her, unless you choose to pick Ren. Knowing this information, you pick Ren from the other one, and you come over here and pick Ame from this, and you get her max skilled, max evolution, max everything on her at 3 stars. So she'll have all her skills maxed, her upgrade will be maxed, and her skills will be maxed. All right, so here is your first team. Valentine will be a unit you have to pull for. You just started in time, so you're going to get a 3-star Ava. You'll use her. This will be your healer and a dual attacker. That is Eternal in her costume. And then Air is given to you for free as well. This is the first team you build, because this is what's going to farm your first set of gear. Also, they're backwards. They're supposed to be that. And the reason why I do that is in case, for whatever reason, her weapon does not go off, I can get the debuff here from this, so that I get the extra damage off of that. Even though the weakness gauge reduction is cool and probably better, if I'm assuming that I lose the debuff, so that's why I run it like this. FYI, Ame, you do not really need to trust 10 her, but it's worth doing. That damage to water units is actually quite nasty. Then this is your second team, by the way. This will be the other team you want to work for very quickly. Because you're given Kappa for free, this is what's going to farm the weapons of the game. The weapons and accessories. So you need 2 different teams to do the hunts. You need Kappa, Ame to do a good chunk of damage, Noah for damage, and then to survive, Diane. This is her summer outfit. You'll want to have her on the team as well. Now, there'll be some later end tech that you can change this unit here, but this will get you through most of the... this will get you through most of it. to get you up to like 11 and 12. This unit will do just fine. And that is both of these main hunts here. So that gets you the most common gear that you're going to use on most all of your units. It'll allow you to beat that. And then you go to weapons. This will give you the most valuable weapons that you need and accessories you'll need to get started in the game. So that's why you pick those two teams. Then for story clearing, this can honestly be whatever you want, and I would share it to you like this. It would be... If I was to tell you to start, you're going to use Demi Luna as probably your main damage dealer, so that you can do more damage. You're going to want to bring in Eternal. You're going to have Ava, so there's some heals, and really at this point it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to go the debuff route, you can bring in Eternal. You want to carry... you want to do how we all farmed in early days, bring Noah in, and now you've got disgusting AoE damage. Turn her skills off and only use her skill 1. Once she starts critting, this is grotesque. Like, it's stupid. The way her kit works is... when she attacks with her skill, as long as she crits, she'll activate a second skill and farm the whole stage for you. It's pretty awesome. Thanks. I'll try help that team set up. Awesome. But yeah, that's technically why you don't have to worry about elemental advantage or disadvantage, is most of the content is colorblind. However, when you get into the later stages, it matters. There is some stuff in like Elemental Tower. It matters. In the tower that I'm working on right now, I can't use fire units in this fight. So I have to pick water units to use in this. Also I have to use 2 stars. So there is some stuff where you're going to have to play around with, what's given to you, and you kind of got to go with the flow and just kind of go with it, which is why collecting the units is far more valuable than 6-starring a unit. Because, I mean, crap, if you'd have told me day 1 of this game, in 2 years, every player is going to basically be able to summon every unit in the game, day 1, I'd have laughed in your face and said, you're freaking kidding me. Yep. Because every single one of those banners, every single one of them, was a pull banner at one point. Okay, let me explain an auto battle for you real quick. Let me go into something that actually has, like, tank. Okay, since we need to go in here, yeet, yeet, let me do something that's not going to die in turn 1. And Chimera. Alright, so here's how auto battle works. Okay, so that you can understand everything here. This is to turn off or on the cutscenes on how the units do their special attacks and stuff like that. You can turn it on or off if you want it. This enables auto battle. When it is off, it is at normal play speed. Slightly increased and more increased speed. This is the auto battle menu. This is where we say turn skills off for Noah. When I say that, that's what we mean. We say disable skills, and Noah will only use that skill 1 throughout the fight. She will not use her AP. She will not burst. She does not need to do any of this. Now you can technically disable this and her not use her burst if you want it. You can tell her to disable it where she won't prioritize bosses. There is a way to do this, but the best thing for Noah is just to turn it off like this, fix it, forget it, make sure she has 50% crit if she's running with Valentine, because she'll provide the other 50 off of that. So this is using the skill. This is going to tell you where to use your burst skills. So if you do not want to use them prior to going into a fight, if you do happen to have high AP, you can tell it to use it in boss battles only. Then the burst level. So remember earlier where I told you about burst level 1, 2, or 3. You can tell it to only use specific bursts. I normally don't use burst 1s at all. I always want to pull the burst 2. Specifically with certain characters, we want to do that. Certain ones we can make it hold out until they have a burst. We should also point out that the AP is character dependent, meaning this AP is not for all characters. This is exclusively for Valentine. Valentine has her own pool. Ava has her own pool. Eternal has her own pool. Air has her own pool. So this is not an account-bound AP. This is character-bound. So auto battle is as simple as turning on auto and sitting back and watching the game play. Now we are missing sound, so let me turn this on. That'll give you game sound. And let's bring that back up.
Oh, I love this gun! I'm taking your life. Firing my shot. Yeah! Sick! It's the perfect wave! Epic! Hang in 10! Ready for some fun? My curse is kill. Eliminate. Yeah! Sick! Don't forget your cut of the winnings. Ha! I'm taking your life. In this moment, time bends to my will. No one dares to harm my master. You guys trust me, right?
It's all doing exactly what I told it to do. Use thing at X point. And there you go. We beat the stage. Now I could have skip ticketed this. We didn't have to actually sit through it. But the whole point was to show you what was going on. Alrighty. Let's get ready to suffer. And by suffer, have to use our brain. Alright, so fire heroes cannot be deployed. So what is your tech? So we have burned. We have burned, and we also have a... Takes damage at the start, proportional caster's attack. Alright, so it has a 75% chance to inflict burn on the target. Has a 100% chance to inflict burned on non-defender targets for 2 turns. So, non-defender. So it means we have to bring knights in. Okay, well I think I know a knight that I'm going to bring in. Where hath she be? Alright, there we go. There's one. Now, damage. I almost want to build Ren. And bring her in. Alright, let me see here. What are my 2 stars going to be for this? I can't use fire, so I need... Do I spend it on heals? Then what would my two... Okay, so we're gonna bring you in. That makes sense. Let's bring in water. By the way, thanks a lot for the help. You really answered all my questions about the game. Hey, not a problem. I just noticed that the boss in the battles, they changed their formation into a straight line. No, yeah, that's totally what they do. For boss battles like that, they'll put them in a straight line when it's a much wider boss fight to give it a bigger depth to the scene. Some bosses, it's just the normal pattern you're used to seeing. I'm probably gonna run her. Is this what I want to do? Is this really what I want to do? Or... do I want to do this? How safe do I want to be? I'm also looking at that too. I get a starter exclusive. And the good news is, whenever I'm not online, you have the entire Ultimate Beginner Handbook available to you on the YouTube channel, which is up to what episode now I'm on? Last night I released, yes, number 8. That's where we're at. So I have you covered up to base building. And I am not shy about making long videos because I want to make sure you get the right information. Frick being slow or fast and quickly spitting off information, I could care less. I just want to make sure y'all understand. So you have 9 videos actually in the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook currently to watch. And more keep coming every day. More keep showing up every day. All right, let's look at... I'm kind of nervous about the damage. I know Luna can do it. Is this... like, I'm kind of tempted to take Tamara into it and just have a buffer. For defense reduction, crit chance, silenced, dual attack. I kind of want to take Tamara into this. And make her go fast. Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. I think this is what we're gonna do. Alright, and... Eternal... Okay. So everybody but that's gonna get a debuff. I should probably have brought like dual tanks, but I don't feel like bringing Veronica in. I want to see if I can do it with this.
Copy that.
Okay.
Smoke screen shells out. Come and get. pray
Let's
to
go ahead and
you
get the
with all
immunity
my
up because we're gonna take a bunch of turns.
heart. Shall we get to cleaning? How
Let's
is
go
the
ahead
tea?
and curse the enemy.
The tea's spoiled. Nice.
Alright, let's cleanse everybody.
Copy that. I don't miss these. Target acquired. Shooting!
Didn't land. This thing's resistance must be far higher than I think. Alright.
Let there be light. Let's tidy up. Excuse me. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we resisted. That's great.
Shoot first, not second. Out of the way! Nice!
Gonna go grind story now. Thanks for the tips. Catch you later. Alright. Thank you so much for the sub. Good luck with the story. You know where to find me. Here, YouTube comments, Discord, wherever.
I pray to the goddess. Miracles are the will of the goddess. Light's blessing. Let's tidy up. On standby.
Okay, yeah, we gotta do a different sauce for this. We gotta have different sauce.
So many guests. I'll try my best to serve you all. Better watch your head! You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. I'm up. I pray to you with all my heart. Be our salvation. Shall we get to cleaning? Excuse me. Uh-oh. All right.
Resist.
Eliminating enemies. I'm sorry. Nice. No matter the trial. Nothing will stop my path to my utopia. School is in session. Watch out! I'm up. Let there be light. Shall we get to cleaning? How is the tea I brewed? Hmm? Oh, the tea's spoiled! Better watch your head! Watch out! All right. Time, lend me your continuum. Now, I will protect them. You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. How about a little mayhem? Let's see if you can take this. Better watch your head. No need clean. Watch out! I'm up. Let there be light. Let's tidy up. Passing through. All right. Eliminating enemies. Watch out! Better watch your head. get to cleaning? Looks like it's time for a spring clean. Excuse me.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I pray to the goddess. I'll light up the darkness. Let there be light. I can do it. Yes, master. Cue the fanfare. Watch out! You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. Pray to the goddess. Miracles are the will of the goddess. I pray
Need
to
the
you with
immunity
all my
now.
heart.
It's time to go ahead and do that.
Salvation. Shall we get to cleaning? I'm good at cleaning up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use it.
Eliminate. All rise. Watch out! Swift as moonlight. I pray to the goddess. Exploding light. Let's tidy up. Would you like a cup of tea? What? There's something in it. All right. Eliminating enemies.
Hello there. We're doing good. Working on tower.
Nice.
Trying to see what's...
For real now?
Whoops. Trying to see what's cooking.
School is in session. Sorry. I'm up. Let there be light. Shall we get to cleaning? I'm gonna mop the floors. Sorry about earlier. Oh no! All right.
Go ahead and add the immunity. Just finished a hard tower. It was a difficult challenge. It's really a rock, paper, scissors game. Do you have the right answers and do you have them built? Is what I've noticed.
Nice. Shall we do this for real now? Try blocking this one too. Better watch your head. No being clean. Sorry. You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. Pray to the goddess. Come together in prayer. Incinerate. All rise. Sorry. Swift as moonlight. Let's tidy up. I should tidy up. I can do it. Order confirmed. Cue the fanfare. Sorry. There we go. Make way for the hero. I pray to the goddess. I pray to you with all my heart. Be our salvation.
Alright, immunity.
Shall we get to cleaning? Passing through. I can do it.
9 to beat it.
Protect our
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the weakness point reduction here.
All rise. Sorry. Can you keep up? I'm up. Let there be light. Shall we get to cleaning? How is the
Go ahead
tea?
and add the extra curses.
Oh, the tea is spoiled.
Yep.
I can do it. Firing my shot. Sorry. Nice.
Go ahead and add the unbuffable. So it can't come back and buff.
Stepping stone for a hero. I to the goddess. Let there be light. Shall we get to cleaning? Looks like it's time for a spring clean. Sorry about earlier. Oh no!
Alrighty, another one bites the dust.
I mean, great work, everyone.
Okay. Alright, can't use defenders, must have 2 stars. How dare you, you filthy casual. Alright, so Ava is going to be a part of this, probably, most likely. What's your sauce? Immunity to buff removal. Well, that sucks ass. Okay, so damage dealt increased proportional to caster's defense. Alright. Has a 50% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn. Well, that tells me right there what to use. And has a 70% chance to reduce the target's attack for 1 turn. Damage dealt increased proportional to target's defense. Increases attack. Grants a barrier to 3,000. Alright, so she needs unbuffable and... grants an irremovable effect. Weakness gauge. Terminate. When enraged, ends. Attacks all enemies. Has a 70% chance to reduce the attack for 1 turn. Okay, and what's Homegirl down here got? Health. Taunt. Ally's defense. 50% damage taken for the ally in their place. Can't be buff removed. Okay. So... what does that tell us, chat? We're carrying with that. We're so freaking dealing with this in the most toxic way possible. All right. And then... honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. That just randomly showed up out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from. It was just one day it was there, and I was like, "Oh shit! What do you know? It's there. How'd that happen?" Yeah, I bought it. Honestly, if I'm going to carry... because there's no physical limit on what I can bring in here. So if I can bring in the healers as this, I can carry... Alright, this isn't fair. This isn't what y'all can really... thinking about it, we could really get some really funny moments. Especially if I allow you into Boomer Squad. That's the best part. Because then you're in there with a bunch of boomers. You're having to listen to me and Ace. Here we are talking about tax returns, and you're like, bro, I just want a YouTube payout, bitch. That adds even another level of comedy on top of it. Alright. Let's see how this sauce works. My Summer Ember is 4-star. I'm 70 and 150 on her banner. I just learned that it doesn't carry over. Pull another copy or nah. That's 8 more multis.
No, 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 no! Charging in! Yeah! Hey, you! Be gone! I got this! Cross and smash! I thought you might need this.
Are you ready to pay for your insolence?
Living trash! I'm up.
That's a lot of currency. I can't honestly say go pull on that. Yeah. Take the L on that point.
Emergency aid! Go ahead and struggle. Submit to me.
How boring.
Here I come. Spill your blood. I don't want to do this either. I pray to the goddess. Exploding light. Crashing through.
Yeah, I would pass.
Here I come. Spill your blood. Is someone hurt again already? Leave it to me. Let me see. No, this isn't it. Aha! This won't hurt. Go ahead and struggle.
Don't look away. As the world shrinks and disintegrates.
Oh. No, not me. No, 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 no.
How amusing.
That's a strong if.
Marvelous.
I'm gonna be real right now. If I was the people in charge of Danmachi, I would be looking at this game going, we didn't make our money back last time. What makes you think we're gonna make our money back now?
That expression of yours is delectable. Did you lower your guard?
Hey, you! Be gone! All my might in one blow!
Accept your punishment for being impertinent.
Living trash! I take care of the others. Miracles are the will of the goddess. Strength and alacrity.
Impressive.
Here I come! Blazing sword!
Wasn't enough. How excellent. Oh, is it already time for the lashing? An opening. Did you lower your guard?
I'm up. Let there be light. Here I come! Blazing sword!
Accept your punishment for being impertinent.
Living trash!
I haven't done fuck all to this bitch.
An opening. Did you lower your guard?
Crashing through! Charging it! Yeah!
Alright. Let's rethink this. Because that looked a lot easier on paper than what it actually ended up being. Alright. So... that's fucking ass. Alright. Select team. Think about this. So what was actually fucking me up here? It's not the increased damage. Increases attack by 10% every time the caster takes a turn. Does not take weakness gauge. After any attack, grants a barrier equal to 3,000 enraged. Has a 70% chance to reduce the target's attack for 1 turn. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's defense. Grants barrier for 5 turns. Okay, let's look at this. So I can't remove her buffs. She's immune to that. That's some whale status right there. That seems like a hacked account. We used to see shit like this all the time in Nikkei on those cataloging things. Not enough effectiveness for burn tech. Yeah, this is what is actually, like, when we talk whales, this is what whale means. These are the people you're going up against in arena when you're wanting to try to climb past gold, or people like spin like this. says that's literally the hidden tech there. This seems to be the most common thing they're carrying through. But this is what I don't have. I'm thinking, there's no way this was actually used. There's no way. There's no way. TO 100% was used. That's real gear. That makes sense. I just started on it myself. Probably be back for some Battlefield stream. All right, cool. Take care. Good luck on your grind today. I'll try taking in Demi Luna. We'll see what happens. I mean, they're all running them on an attack set, which is fucking mind-blowing. I don't even have it in anything. Alright, critical strike. Like, if I was to put Air's gear on her...
I have descended.
Okay, you're actually low-key interested? Alright. I'll talk to you more about it. Gift me off the Minecraft ride, please help. Please help. Please send help. Please, sir. Can I have some more? More? Don't really know if I want to actually put that up for that much more attack. Alright, let's see what the sword gets. Let me try crafting one more. Let's see if I can get lucky on it. If we can't, then we'll deal with something else. Base. I chickened my last jockey, and now I'm getting ready to charge into battle. I require your strongest potions. Yeah, I'll be there for your healing. Don't worry, my friend. I will be your shield. Where is the Thumping Knuckle Dusters? I can never remember which one has this stupid thing. It's either Deck or Mech or it's the Guardian. I can't remember. Deck and Mech. Son of a bitch. It's the one I don't have the currency for. Alright. Sweep. We'll do 20. Come on, Thumping Knuckle Dusters. Let's drop one. Nope. Not even close. I sweep every now and then when I'm feeling super lazy. Yeah, this is one you should probably be sweeping a little bit harder. I'm back again. I have a question again. What is the best thing to get in limited conquest? Limited conquest request. That is a mouthful of word. Here, I'll show you. So the 4 things to get out of there that I would recommend would be, I would get the Oath of Determination, free, Friendship 10 or Trust 10 level right there with that. Save it for the units that aren't in special request. They get it for free at stage 4. Book of Evolution will instantly upgrade 6 any character. Again, save this for somebody not in special upgrade because they're gonna get, I think, they're gonna get a book as well. Not that it really matters, but you're gonna get it for free there. Quirk enhancement chest, I would definitely take this. And then Memory Stone chest, because that will upgrade your exclusive equipments. Recommended team D Luna 5-star. For what content? Because it's not just a one-size-fits-all. It's not a one-size-fits-all team. And also how long you've been playing. That'll also determine that answer slightly bit more. All right, Kate, don't bone me. I mean, you can let me bone you, but don't bone me. Oh shit, I still don't have enough mats. Check consumables. Never mind, gotta go back. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. All right, deck and mech. Give me a sword. Well, we get one more crack at it. He's eternal and Valentine. Bruh, sign me up. I have no fear. I mean, because the only reason why I'm not gonna say there's just a generic recommended team for Demi Luna is because it's not that simple. So that's the only reason why I'm not just saying, hey, go grab these 4 units. Because, like, it's, how do you want to play? So if we go to, like, where's a blank team that I can piss with? Screw it, I'll do it here. So let's say, alright, so let's say you're leveling up Demi Luna, alright? You got Demi Luna. Well, you're gonna need several different things depending on what you're playing on. Are you playing in, a place where you're going to be taking a ton of damage? You're going to need a healer. Depending on what you're doing, you might need a buffer. So depending on what buffer you're going to be running, Scotty. But if you are new to the game, that answer's different. It's Valentine. Halloween skin, by the way. Don't need a buffer? Maybe you need to taunt somebody. You're going to want probably Veronica. Doesn't really go that way. Like, it really depends on what you're doing. Are you clearing story? You're probably gonna want Noah and Luna in the same team. Did you just happen to pull Nella? You could use her in the beginning of the team. Do you need a different type of knight? If that's the case, then maybe Hilda is your knight that you need to begin with. Maybe you need you're not going to be running Ava for whatever reason. And then that case, you'd run something like Luna and then throw on I swear I looked past her. I did. Tio. Maybe you need that. Like, there are many different ways of team building. It just depends on what are you trying to clear? What content is it specifically? Because this is not gonna go do hunts. This is you'll do hunts maybe up to like stage 7. And then they're going to start bitch slapping you. And then that's the case. You're going to have to go in and actually go, okay, I'm doing Chimera. Let's actually buck up and use the real thing. So then you got to actually build the real Chimera team. Are you doing Glyces? You need the real team. Like, you can't just use them for everything. So that's why I say it kind of depends on what are you trying to clear, because if you're just going around doing story clearing, you can throw in 4 units, give them some crit chance, they'll go clear the story. If you're trying to clear tower, it's got to be way more specific. Way more specific. Which is what we're doing right now. We're actually trying to see if I can build a Luna to actually live through this. Swords. Oh yeah, I was about to go craft the sword. I got distracted. Alright, RNG. I'm begging you. Give me a thumping knuckle dusters right here. Please. Please.
Striking the steel. Much better.
I'm not mad. I need another violent sledgehammer, but... Damn it. Alright, I'll fish for it one more time. That's all the energy I'm going to put into it. I'm going to fish for it one more time. Oh, I've seen people hard rage quit. Oh shit, actually, I'm not going to be able to. Never mind, I can't clear it. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Never mind, I don't have enough energy to clear that and continue playing. So, we're not going to do that. So let's take a look at that Thumping Knuckle Duster again. Crit chance, equip, enhance. Garbage. Oof. Alright, I'll spend one more maybe. Crit damage. Darn it. Screw it. We'll zero him out. Nope. Not good. Alright, so we gotta use that. Use it as is. I'd hate to... So the stat that I'm really trying to get off of this is the defense. I'd hate to lock this out. It's a decent roll. But, like, if we were to go into this, we're trying to hit the attack roll or the crit damage roll. That's what we'd be actually trying to chase on that. And every other stat is bricking it, and I don't want to lock it. I really don't want to lock it up for that. I mean, that's close enough. It'll do some damage. She won't be not bitch slapping, so we'll give that a shot and see how this team works. Alright, so we're kind of basing it off of... people clearing with... Like, my brain's telling me to do this. Is what my brain is telling me to do. and then run this. Like, this is what my brain is telling me. Right? But let's see what actually ends up happening.
Oh, I made it. How do things end up like this? Please don't hit me. Hey, you, be gone. Hey, you, be gone. I got this. Cross and smash.
I thought you might need this. Accept your punishment for being
Still
impertinent.
alive.
You know what? We're just gonna ride the wave. Let's see what happens. Let me not overthink this.
As the knight who races atop the moonlight. I'm your original friend. Exploding light. Do no harm.
Here I come. Smell your blood.
Exalt Ars Nova. Show me your resolve. Let there be light. Crashing through.
Accept your punishment for being
Still
impertinent.
alive.
Let me see. No, this isn't it. Aha! This won't hurt a bit.
Out. Moonlight.
How boring. Have you lost the will to fight back?
Charging in.
Yeah.
Crashing through.
Are you ready to pay for your insolence?
Trash. Goddess of the moon, grant us light's blessing. I got this. Cross and smash.
Oh, is it already time for the lashing?
Here I come. Spill your blood. Wisdom of the king, activate. As the knight who races atop the moonlight. I am your original sin. Light's blessing.
Wait, where was it? No, not this.
Aha!
Here it is.
Cross and smash. Wasn't enough.
Not on my watch. Are you ready to pay for
Are you
your
still
insolence?
alive?
An opening. Did you lower your guard?
Let there be light.
Emergency aid.
Crashing through.
Like, I'm getting major vibes that you can't strip her buff, she's immune to it.
Exploding light.
That expression of yours is
Literally, her kit says immune to buff removal.
your guard.
Charging in. Yeah.
So that's where I was thinking, you either gotta go in full silence in the beginning and just not let it through, or unbuffable and never let her buff,
Salvation.
is what I've been thinking.
Let me see. No, this isn't it. Aha! This won't hurt a bit.
All my might in one blow.
This world is full of beauty. The world is mine. Worship me.
Strength and alacrity. Do no harm. Here I come. Blazing sword.
An opening. Did you lower your guard?
I got this. Cross.
That's the only thing I can think of, because this doesn't make sense. Because that team should be able to beat that. That team should technically, by paper, what is written down on the character says that that should be beatable with what I just took in there. So, because right there, buff removal, immunities, is its immunity to that. Right here, buff removal is its immunity. You can't just strip buffs, but, you know, that's great forehead thinking. See the thing, assume I didn't read. That is definitely the way to go.
Summons confirmed. I caught your call. Summons confirmed. I caught your call, Master.
Okay. Genre and debuffs? That's what I need to check, is what's her resilience at. 192. I'm gonna resist so much of that shit. Alright. I can try. So, characters that provide unbuffable is Akari, Alice, Christina, Edelweiss, Luna, and Ryu. You meant Victoria? I think you mean Veronica. But it's hard to tell who is actually, like, legitimately doing this and who is not legitimately doing this. This one has got my attention. Let me go put Little Bit in there and go see...
Did you request to see me?
Let's go get her costume thing thrown in here. In base. So... See that done. That will take over, actually, let's just go ahead and go to heroes to make this easier.
Did you call for me?
Gear, change gear, preset. Fran. There we go. We have a base preset for that, so we can put it back on her. To grab a little bit here, add her, change gear, preset Fran, equip. Farran, how do you say your name? Whatever. Grab that, 220. Alright, adventure. Challenges. Presets, eternal. Alright, setup. See how this works. We'll see you later. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
No, not me! No, 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 no! Target! Yeah! Hey, you! Be gone! Here I come! Blazing
Cool. I don't even get to take a turn and she's already dead. Holy fucking shit.
Continue.
I think we just found another hacked account because, that's definitely not how that worked. Alright, so the order's backwards. We need to put somebody tankier up front.
By singing the stars, I've arrived.
Nobody's used Akari. That's the thing, and I thought about it, but nobody's used her, so that's what's making me think, probably not. And I'm trying to save my 3 stars for more important units.
Be gone. I got this. Cross and
Because bitch is laying down some massive damage.
Do you need some help? Deploying defense
shall
field.
we continue? This is humanity's resolve. Lead the way forward, starting with you.
Oh no! Oh. Can't I sleep a little longer? Good night. 1 sheep, 2 sheep. It's my turn. Sheep. Command confirmed. Engaging safe mode.
Using Dahlia, her EE speed buff, and then just freeze, def up buffer, fast, and you're good to go. Are we talking Gnosis Dahlia, or are we talking normal Dahlia? That also greatly changes how this goes.
Time bends.
Because I've got both Dahlias. I just don't know which one you're talking about.
Master. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Commencing analysis. Fire.
Hey, you! Be gone!
Can't I sleep a little longer? I'm not ready to wake up. Yes, master. Firing my shot.
Normal Dahlia, no Gnosis. Okay, let me go. I have to go look at her.
Wisdom of the king, activate! I shall test your faith. Show me your resolve. I shall open a path.
Commencing analysis. Use this opening.
Ah, shit. If I'd have known that I hit him backwards, I would have, Alright, whatever.
Want a pillow fight? I'm glad. Deploying lens and opening fire. Is it my turn already? I want to go back to sleep.
Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. Crashing through.
You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. I can do it. Yes, master. Your enemy.
So, you've decided? How about a challenge? I shall open a path.
No point in burning anything. She's immune.
It's my turn. Enhancing lens function.
She needs the health the most.
Mending wounds. Can't I sleep a little
Absolutely butt fucked there. Yeah, these people who are clearing this shit are definitely hacking with the ones that are up there. Because there's no fucking way that some of this shit is going through. There's no way. I literally copied this guy nearly note for note. And there's no way that these old accounts got through. Like, this has to be hacked. This... Like, 'cause some of these are just not... Like, that has to be hacked. There's no way. 45 seconds to rip through this with this kind of gear. There's no way. Alright, let me go look at normal Dahlia.
How did I end up like this?
Alright. I'll nibble. Especially since it's 10:30, I'll nibble. Because I can always remove it if it doesn't work and I can try again tomorrow. And then freeze defense up, buffer, fast, and you're good to go. All right. Alright, so let's grab... Dahlia, so that's my 2 2-stars, my 2 3-stars, my 2 2-stars are going to be Ava and you. Do that. Do that. And let's see, and you've got the exclusive equipment, which is the only thing that I don't have.
How did I end up like this? That'll do. Oh, I didn't need things like this before.
All right. See how this cooks.
Fetch the moonlight, for your king has come.
I'll go.
You shall all be
She's fast enough. Hooray!
miserable fools. I pray to the goddess. Exploding light.
It's my turn. Fire.
So, you've decided? With the fall of the star, commence!
confronting an archdemon? Die!
I'm up. I pray to you with all my heart. Be our salvation. Hey you, be gone!
It's my turn.
Oh,
Shall we continue?
son! Son of the king!
I shall test your faith. Show me your resolve.
For your king! Banquet! Oh,
This'll be quick.
this is my last resort!
Damn, I'm just missing the points too, and I can get her frozen.
Confronting an archdemon? Comical.
Let's do that.
Give it our all! Take care of the others. Let's work together.
Use this now.
Moonlight, exceed our boundaries.
Lens. Atomize the target. I'll go.
Bro, I still don't have the points for that bitch.
Naive fool.
Damn.
Commencing analysis. Command confirmed.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and heal up.
All my might in one blow.
I'll go. This is the power of an archdemon! Trifling insects!
I pray to the goddess. Miracles are the will of the goddess. Strength and alacrity. Wisdom of the king, activate.
Yeah, Dahlia's definitely doing way better.
I shall test your faith! As the knight who races atop the moonlight! I am your original sin! Commencing analysis.
Get her into break. Screw it. Go for it.
Moonlight.
Lens. Atomize the target. Good.
This is my last resort.
I've had my fun. Now disappear!
I'm not in control of this. I'm up. Let there be light.
Commencing analysis. Firing.
So,
You've decided.
son, son of the king. So,
You've decided. How about a challenge? Place your fate on the line.
for your king.
You saw a lifesaver.
I shall go wherever. Together with you.
We're gonna take a screenshot of that shit so that I can remember that next month. You're wondering who to use in Chimera. Alright, I can help you out with that real quick, because this will be the last thing I do before I get going for the morning. Alright, Chimera. Very easy. Right here. Valentine, you'll need to summon 4. Ava's given to you for free. Eternal's given to you for free. Air is given to you for free. All of these, well, what you'll want to use for Chimera farming. Great unit to have on your team overall in the beginning. Great debuffer to have on your team overall in the beginning. Given to you for free. Great to have. Given to you for free. Best DPS for this. Eventually, you guys are not going to have this option. And then we got to go back to old school, which is taking Tio into the fight here. But that's it. It's 10:30 for me. I need to get going. I got a bunch of stuff to get going and do today. So that's where we stop. Tomorrow we'll continue on the grind and see what other we can get into. Tonight will be some Battlefield 6 shenanigans. I gotta beat the story, so I gotta go till we beat it, and then we'll do multiplayer stuff. But yeah, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. If you have any questions, hit me up, let me know, and I'll be happy to help. So yeah, y'all enjoy your day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow or tonight. Either one. Later, everybody.